So the title of the show is The Other Sun. It's taken on a few different meanings. Initially, it started out as a very direct reference to Baltic folklore. They view the trajectory of the sun as it rises and passes over the sky and then sets again as something akin to the path from birth to death. And then when that sun sets and disappears below the horizon, they imagine that it goes to another world. And in that world, it's referred to as the other sun. I'm sort of interested in exploring that idea that these other worlds are just as much a part of reality as the accepted world. This is the first show where I've introduced figures in multiple paintings. In the past, I've showed faces and that sort of thing, but never like a full figure. And that was not so much through a desire to sort of depict myself, because they're not sort of self-portraits, but I sat down with my grandmother, who's 94, and still really sharp, and we spoke for like 3 hours. And I really wanted to get an idea of what her early life was like in Latvia, and then also the experience of having to come to Australia and start again and sort of bring your cultural identity with you. And that answered a lot of questions for me about how this whole thing works. You can't expect someone to migrate from a country where they've grown up in and land in a new country and automatically forget their culture. I guess that's where the figures come in. There's this sense of placelessness, this sense of searching. These figures seem to be kind of adrift. They're in between worlds, or perhaps they're going to the place where the other sun is. The string that ties them all together is the celestial object. There's either a sun or a moon in each of the paintings. For me, the joy comes on a number of levels. Firstly, the making. The sort of first part of the process involves a really playful kind of staining of the canvas, not guided by anything at all, just intuition. You know, it's become part of the process to engage in that and let it have a sort of secret life before I then put my ideas on top of it. So that comes through in the work, and it's been a real joy painting over those layers and letting them show through as well in parts. Just playing around with translucency, going on a real adventure, I guess, with the paint. That's been the really fun part.